For as far back as I can remember, I have always been pitched against everyone else. We all have had to be in a competition with everybody else. We've all had to run a race that measures who comes first and who comes last. And of course, since it's a race, someone has to come first and someone has to come last. Oh, I guess that's the reality of life. My name is Lauli Bitoye, and today on Creed 516, I'll be talking about together. Yep. Really, it's been said that if you want to go far, right, you have to go together. You have to go with people. But if you want to go fast, you go alone. Because trying to pull other people with you, trying to go with a group of people, you have to go at the pace of the slowest person in that group. And surely, a lot of us do not have the patience to wait for others to slow down, to soft pedal for someone who is not as fast as us, who is not as good as us, who is not as brilliant, not as intelligent, doesn't catch up to the idea as fast, doesn't work as fast as we do, isn't as proactive as we are, doesn't have as much energy as we are, and it can be quite irritating. For someone like me who I can be up and doing, I think on my feet once I am on a target, once I'm on a project, my mind works like clockwork. I just go on right there, spontaneous. Being spontaneous comes natural to me. In the middle of something, I can make the next plausible decision in an instant. That works for me easily. But it's not so for everyone. It doesn't come natural for anyone. So imagine having to douse my creativity, my productivity, my timing, right? For someone else, for someone who probably needs to take time to consider the next step, someone who needs to imagine, who needs to think of the goods, the pros and the cons before making the next decision while on a project. Now, it can be quite daunting for two different personalities like this to actually agree to be able to flow together on a project. One person feels you're too slow. The other person's perspective is you're going too fast. You're not considering things as they should. But both of them are right. Okay? Both are right in their own selves. Their pace are different. But the truth of the matter is, if you do consider it, the person walking slow doesn't mean the person will not achieve results. The person may achieve his best results by walking that way, while the person who walks fast will achieve his best results that way. They both do get results. They both do produce results. So it's not about walking fast or walking slow. Once you're doing it alone, once you're running alone, you get to determine the pace that works best for you, the pace that produces results for you the most. And that's okay. But the truth of the matter is, you are always limited by your own capacity when you run alone, when you're trying to do it alone. There is only so much your ability, your capacity can do for you. But being able to leverage on the abilities, the capabilities of others will amplify each person's productivity. And that's something we need to learn in this dispensation. The beauty of collaboration, the beauty of joining hands, of synergy. It's one thing, it's a concept that we need to adopt. In this part of the world, I know that our culture has incorporated in us the mindset that we need to hide ourselves from everyone else, not allow other people steal our ideas, not share our ideas with anyone else, or else they will take the shine, the glory away from us. But I love somebody's definition of the term team. it says that together each person achieves more, right? So if we can come together as a team, synergizing our strengths, we can actually achieve more. No wonder, the Holy Book said that 1 will chase 1,000 and 2 will chase 10,000, because they will get a better result for their efforts. So yes, you're good, your strength, awesome, but there is only so much your own ability can take, can do. So imagine being able to leverage on someone else's ability, someone else's strength. Now, truth, you will have to learn to balance, to synchronize your efforts with the other person. But you can be sure the result will be astronomical. It will take time to actually synchronize and balance it out, but in the end, the result will amaze you. I have seen it work for me over the years, working as an entrepreneur in tech, working with different teams, working with different people, with different strengths, with different weaknesses, also realizing some of my own strengths and weaknesses. Working with people, working in a team is one of the best ways you can improve yourself. It's one of the best ways you can actually get better results. I hope that somehow, some way you would consider it. You will look beyond yourself. You will look beyond your own strengths, your own weaknesses, and leverage on the strength of those around you. Synergize with the other great minds that are available to you. And I can assure you that the result would be beyond what you could have imagined. My name is Laolu Bitoye, and this has been Crete 516. Thank you.